Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed.
Caramel in a Reese's? Okay.
No more backwards thinking. Time for thinking ahead. The world has changed.
It has.
So very much.
This is you are listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
From what it used to be. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project at the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See That.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because
smart
is
the new
gangsta,
baby.
And if you don't know,
the world has changed
so very much.
Oh Lord,
from what it used to be,
or has it? We just can see it all.
I think we can see it all. No, and I think it's changed too.
It's changed a little bit, but we can see it.
I think being able to see it all has also contributed to the change.
Because
Bitch,
what's on your mind Wednesday?
It is. I got a lot on my mind.
You do too. I just pop. So whenever I pop,
yeah, it's about to be on, baby.
So have you seen? We'll jump into the ride.
Let's do the ride.
The woman in Memphis who get arrested. I'm torn.
I didn't see. Give me the.
You didn't know? Yeah. Okay, so her 5-year-old was helping at her business, but she has a waxing business, and she was doing Brazilian wax.
Okay. I did not see that.
And so they
and help me because I'm
Brazilian wax.
I know about BBL.
No, BBLs is when they get your body done. They give you a big, snatch the body.
I just know that one of the bees is Brazilian.
Oh, okay.
So if there's any connection to...
So Brazilian wax is when downstairs, you get it completely...
Oh.
Right.
Oh. Ah. And her 5-year-old son was...
No, her 5-year-old daughter.
Okay.
Was helping her.
And what the problem is?
Because it was the privates. So at first,
what did they charge her with?
Child neglect.
So her daughter the 5-year-old got a Brazilian?
No. The 5-year-old helped her give people Brazilians.
And that's not legal?
No, it was probably not. One, because she's an esthetician. So she had to get a certificate.
Big words. Esthetician. That's somebody who do waxes?
Waxes, your faces, stuff like that.
Okay, I need
so
one of them.
She had to get a certificate.
Okay.
She what I mean, safety protocols and things like this,
I hear
right?
That. Okay.
So this is why I say people let people in their business too much. Everybody don't have to know what's going on in your household.
But the customers didn't complain.
No, they said that, good morning, Renee. They was like, she made a post and said, y'all think I'm basically, long story short, kind of like y'all think I'm lying, but I'm leaving more than D's and LLCs to my daughter, right?
So she flexing,
right? And she was like, Miss Chloe helped me from 9:30 to 4:30. You know what I mean? 27 clients. She made $744.
Okay.
And then she showed a picture.
Okay.
Right.
So, of her daughter?
Of her daughter helping wax somebody,
Yeah. And somebody saw the post and
they reported to the police, and now she's arrested. She might lose, so I don't think she should have got arrested. Yeah. But I don't think, that's what I say.
And the crime is child neglect? That's what they're saying?
Yes, that's what they're saying.
That's neglectful to have your 5-year-old daughter help you do Brazilian waxes.
I guess it's because it's the private area, but then I'm sitting up here thinking about people give their children their trade. I know people who change tires, and their children been helping change tires since they were knee high, 4 years old, and that's a dangerous job.
I'm thinking, because I think that just speaks to the culture of over-sexualization. Mm-hmm. You associate everything with this sexual connotation,
right? Because it wasn't sexual.
Yeah, it's like you doing a service. You providing a service to somebody on a part of their body that I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying. Let's chime in.
I mean, is that different from a haircut? What if the 5-year-old was cutting hair?
Right? Would they? But
there's schools that teach young people how to braid. You know what I mean? Come on.
So here we go. She's dealing with hot wax.
Yeah.
Right. properly. I mean, and I'm like, would she have been arrested if she would have showed them, you know,
right,
doing the mustache or the chin or under the arms?
Yeah. Look, yeah, this is what I was saying. The tweet said, right? There's no need to sexual wax.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, come on. And that's kind of crazy to me.
I think it's crazy.
It says more about the society than it does about, this woman that's teaching her child how to do this.
I've been to parades that's more raunchier than
wax.
The wax.
Yeah.
Like I can say that. Like I've been to parades that good morning, Cadric.
Yeah.
That I've seen more people do more. And I get there, everybody's like, oh, it's the private part. They're showing everything they're doing everything. Like, I mean, I'm really torn on like
what's got you torn?
Just because
why they ain't one?
And then because the private parts, right?
Okay.
So I'm going in, but I'm more like, I don't see them. But then on the flip side, I see, you do have a certificate. You need to make sure you got license to do this. It needs to be safety.
Okay.
All this other stuff. Just like if you're a tattoo artist, if you're
but that's
taking that trade down to, because you're still dealing with the skin, right?
Yeah.
You're still dealing, because wax can burn. You got to not go too many times. You can, things can mess up. And so a tattoo artist will give their child like fake skin.
Okay.
To deal with.
Practice on.
Practice on and not a live body. So, I mean.
I'm just thinking, because like, is like does that constitute neglect?
I don't think it. I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it does.
Like, does that constitute neglect is the question. Wow.
Okay. So yeah, this is what happened in America.
Yeah, it is. I want to give a shout out to Melrose Mercy. Melrose Mercy neighborhood. They had the neighborhood planning meeting last night. And I want to thank everybody who came out, shared their thoughts, their views, their concerns, their considerations. Man, it was lots of passion, high energy. And I'm saying lots of passion, but it was people who was like, man, seriously engaged and really concerned about, what's happening. She had that baby waxing coochie. That's what God, dog. Yeah. Oh my God, if I wasn't awake now. I'm awake now.
He called you off guard.
Yeah, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. When you say it like that, it kind of make it. Yeah. But it wasn't neglect or abuse. Wow. But yeah, I want to thank them who came for the Melrose Mercy neighborhood planning meeting. Palmetto Park, they're also in the planning process, man, and just loving to see how the neighbors and residents of District 7 are engaged, man, and showing up. So the follow-up meeting will be the next meeting is going to be Monday, as a matter of fact. It's going to be Monday, the 20, whatever Monday is. That's the date, y'all. I don't have it in front of me. Yeah. So it'll be next Monday at the Campbell Park Resource Center. And again, I want to just thank everybody who came out and shared their thoughts and participated in the Melrose Mercy Neighborhood Association meeting. Also, Fusion 49th Street District, man, is moving forward. Shout out to everybody who's engaged, who's a part of that, who's working on that, and really been, tapped in to the Fusion 49th Street District. Welcome to the ride, Mr. Edmond. But yeah, man, it's amazing. So Fusion 49th, there's a community cleanup on March the 2nd at 9 a.m. And yeah.
Why you coming here making all these sounds?
Yeah, that was a mic check. I saw what he did there. I seen
it. So you know what? If he put on his headbuds, his headset,
then he'll know what the deal is. Reality radio, real time, on air production.
Only Mr. Edmond.
There you go. Welcome to the ride, Mr. Edmond. Thank you for joining us. LA Keys, what's good with you? Trail, what's good, man?
LA, what's up, man? Good job, man.
Yeah.
Celebrated, not tolerated.
Yes, Lord have mercy. Oh man, yeah.
Celebrate me.
Yeah, celebrate, not tolerate this. So join the community cleanup March 2nd, 9 a.m. at the Trolley Market Square. That's where that big old welcome to Gulfport sign is, and the trolley's right there on Tangerine Avenue in Gulfport. We're going to be out there. We got the mayor from both cities. We got Mayor Welch and Mayor Sam Henderson is going to be joining us. You got the council member for District 7, your brother John, and also council member from Ward 4, Councilmember O'Hara. So we really trying to model this collaboration.
And plus, you got the neighborhood association president,
Right on.
vice president is going to be there.
Come on now. Talk that talk. Yeah, let them know.
I'm just adding my 2 cents.
That's what we need, man. That's how you build up and get to $1. All right, so what's on your mind Wednesday, man? What's on your mind, Mr. Edmond?
I got a big thing on my mind. The Black Art and Film Festival.
Okay.
Kicks off tomorrow.
Okay.
Big shouts out to Cranston Cumberbatch, the whole Dreammaker team.
Right on.
Big shouts out. I want to say big shouts out to all the filmmakers.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
I saw some promo that Cranston put up too, man. Okay. Yeah, I saw it was like a video and
it's good job. It's always about the it's always about the promotional promo.
Yeah. I'm just looking at Kiana's face. Oh my God. So yeah, what's on your mind, Wednesday? Let me tell you this. When we started off, we said, what's on your mind? This is what's been on my mind for the last 4 or 5 days, right? Yeah. I want to say since like Thursday or Friday. Mm-hmm. Health is wealth. Right? Health is wealth. And 40 is the new 40. Yeah. You laughing. 40 is the new 40.
No, life's so hard. 40 is the new 50.
50, I'm not doing that. Good morning, Brad.
I know you ain't gonna do it.
I know, but 50 is still 50. No. And some of these 50s is like 60.
No, and I see you tonight.
It's like 50.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like we got to stop playing. Like we saying 40 is the new 30 to 20.
They don't say that no more.
Yeah, they don't say that no more.
Was 10 years
okay,
ago.
We got it. Well, good. Good. Don't say it.
Don't circle that wagon.
Circle that wagon because 50 is still 50, y'all. And we gotta realize, man, I was looking at this thing. It said the average life expectancy is 70 years old in some of our zip codes.
So I know you were busy on Monday. Did you listen at all? Did you get a chance to so Melissa came in and we kind of talked about that. And with her being a nurse,
life expectancy,
like she's saying, is when she first started, she
hospice was like 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
No. Now it's 60s and 70s.
Oh, okay.
No, it's 60s right now. Like she's 55
right.
and she's treating people her age.
Yeah.
And a little bit younger in there. So like
so I'm on the same look. We're on the same page. Yeah.
Right. When it was
health as well.
And so like, this is crazy.
Yeah, because I'm just seeing it, man. And what really got my attention, I got a note that one of my friends, one of my homies from the hood, man, shout out to Hook, man, R.I.P. Hook, passed away. And I'm like, dang, man, like not Pastor, Hook, Pooh them uncle, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so when I saw that, I'm like, Hook wasn't no old man. And I'm seeing people like our age, like passing away. And then it hit me like our age ain't 21, 22. Like we used to see it, growing up, dying young and all of that stuff. But like, we're not as young as we think we are. Is what I'm saying. And it's like we're at an age now where we have to be mindful of the decisions that we make as it relates to our health, because like that bounce back ain't what it used to be. Like the way you bounce back when you 20 ain't the way you bounce back when you on the other side of 40 or you walking into your 50s. And it's like we gotta be mindful that them 4, 5 pounds, 6, 7 pounds, them 10 pounds that we put on, like it's harder to get them off at this age. That them, the diabetes and like people dying of strokes and just like all of the stuff that's happening. And I remember talking to one of my aunts, she was in her 80s at the time. And I asked her like, what was, highlights, challenges, how we engage. And she was like, one of the things that is hard about getting old is seeing a lot of your people die, because you see, at 80, you go to a lot of funerals. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, she get calls. She just turned 72. Shout out to Mom. Happy birthday. Mm-hmm. She just turned 72.
Happy birthday.
And she was like, that's one of the things now is like every time she check in with, my aunt, in Leesburg, like she telling them about somebody who they grew up with that passed. And in her mind, it's like, why they die? But it's like, 70, ain't young. And 50 is, closer to 70 than we think. And if 70 the average age, so like
so I don't see 40 as old.
I don't either. But it ain't 20. And we got to stop acting like it is as it relates to our health. That's what I'm saying. 40 ain't old, but that's when you start having to get certain types of checkups. You got to, like, it's different kind of ways you start talking about your health at 40 that you didn't talk about when you was in your 20s. That's what I'm saying. It's like we got to realize that, 40 is the new 30. You know what I mean? And so we got to stop acting like it is as it relates to our health. That's what I'm saying. 40 ain't old, but that's when you start having to get certain types of checkups. You got to, like, it's different kind of ways you start talking about your health at 40 that you didn't talk about when you was in your 20s. That's what I'm saying. It's like we got to realize that we are young and young at heart, but we're still like our bodies have been through something in these 40 years or these 45 years. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my little rant. That's what's on my mind. Coach D, good morning. What's up with you? Yeah, start walking 15 minutes a day. We got a group that we trying to do 30 minutes a day. So jump into the 1-a-day challenge.
We've been doing me and my auntie Meets have been doing the 1-a-day challenge.
Yes. Y'all been killing it too.
So we walked yesterday.
I love it.
We went to the fair.
Okay, yeah.
The day before and walked around.
Yeah.
Well, that is to walk that fairground.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Auntie Mita been killing it, man. Like consistent, because the goal is to do something every day, and so she tracking like every day. What's she on, like day 20, 21 or something like that? I can't even tell
you, but like she put in our group chat, who want to walk with me?
That's what I'm talking about,
and
man.
And then so if I'm free, I'm like, I got you, Auntie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But that's it, like, so that's my girl.
And we're doing a meetup, so I'm glad you said that, because we getting together this Saturday for the neighborhood wellness walk at Childs Park, and we inviting people who are part of the 1-a-day challenge who is in the group. We got like maybe 200 people in the group right now, and we're inviting people to come out and walk together.
Okay.
This Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday, because we've been posting it. You post your individual walks, people doing the different things. Man, come on.
This is favorite play, man.
It's so just be Chuck D. Come on, what we doing?
It's funny because I be waiting on him. Like, he be so quiet, and then you be like, "Oh, it's this Saturday."
This Saturday.
Yeah, because somebody needed to hear that though.
Not Saturday coming. This Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday. Somebody needed to hear that. So yeah, y'all can go to hashtag the hashtag 1-a-day challenge on Facebook, man, and join the group. And if y'all are available this Saturday, y'all pull up, come out to Childs Park, man, at 9:00, and we're gonna we're gonna actually do a little yoga, not like yoga, but just doing some stretches and some breathing, and then we're gonna hit the trail, walk. We usually walk like around the park a couple times, and it's great conversation, man. We get to chop it up, get to know each other in a different way,
other than on the web. Hey, caller, introduce yourself.
Good morning. It's Coach D.
Coach D, what's good? What's on your mind Wednesday? What's on your mind?
Well, it's working Wednesday for me, and so I'm working on my challenge, which is walk for 15 minutes a day and read for 15 minutes a day. We've got to do the alignment. Yeah, mind, body, and spirit. Turn off all your electronics and read something. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be, something but our reading comprehension is really, really important as we look at, the political climate and civics and all the things that we're talking about in this election cycle, voting and things like that. And increasing our reading comprehension is going to be a critical piece to that. So I say mind, body, spirit. We all know how to go to church and do the spiritual piece. Let's work on our mind and our body. Read for 15 minutes a day and walk for 15 minutes a day. I'm doing my walk this morning. I am getting better. I'm getting better. For those of you who are watching my journey.
Happy to hear that.
Yeah. I saw my doctor yesterday. He looked at my MRI and he said I'm progressing nicely. So Thank you for all your prayers, your donations, your support, your love. I mean, the greater Tampa Bay area, y'all have put me back together. This is now the second time, and I love you guys.
Love you too. Thank you.
Doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And that's so important. Like the brain is a muscle too, right? You got to exercise that thing, man. Yeah. That's exercising. You exercising. Blinking your eyes.
It's the front of my head, so I'm assuming it's stretching my brain.
Your eyeballs is the only part of your brain that's exposed. So yeah. Right on. So reading 15 minutes and walking 15 minutes a day, man.
Yes.
Consistency over time is the key to all of that stuff, man.
Yeah, I got to get my steps up. I've been doing numbers for far as my steps.
Okay.
Got my step.
Man, put it in the group, man.
No, I am in the group.
Yeah.
And I will contribute one day.
Please, and thank you.
She said one day.
Yeah.
I want to get more established. You know how some people
But you've been saying that for 2 years. Putting it in the group help you get established.
Yeah, I want to get more established with my workout routine.
No. That's why the one a day is important. And that's why it's there. Like, you don't have to be established. You could be at the beginning. You start today, you missed the mark. Ain't nobody judging. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
Where you was at? I ain't see you.
Now we're judging because it's 2 years and we're still waiting
on you to get established before you put something in there.
I'm working on it.
Let's go, man. I see Corey be doing this thing too.
Corey works out every day.
Man, Corey is a man.
Corey is a beast, boy.
Corey works out every day. Like, you know, and I know he wouldn't mind like saying, like, you know, he completely cut alcohol. Like, this is his second time.
Yeah.
But like he said, he'll never go back to it again.
Okay.
Like,
it was that bad.
You know, it was just like he just, you know, he see other people and how they act when they're on alcohol, and then like just hearing his son say like, "Oh, that used to be you," or something like that. He'd be like, "Oh no," like, "Oh yeah." And
I remember me and him had a good conversation about that.
And so he's like, he's at a high functioning and be able to concentrate and be able to be there.
We need to invite King Corey in.
Yeah, man.
King Corey, if you're watching, man, we need you to come on in, man. Tell us what you've been up to.
Corey's World. And every time she look at you to ask you to put them headphones on, is because when you lean, you don't know how it sounds, but it's like blowing our ears out when you do that. So, but if you had on the headphones, you would know that, and then you wouldn't do that. So yeah, that's all that is. That's all. It's not trying to make you do nothing. It's just like, you know, a production thing. That's all. So
well, we got to keep me away from this mic.
Yeah. Okay. Just don't even put you over there.
No, but even they can't hear you. You know what I mean? And so we'll just that's it.
That's what it is. Carla B, what's good?
Hey,
Missy
Carla
Vaughn,
B.
I see you. JJ, what's happening, big brother? Yubi, man, thank you for coming out last night at the Melrose Mercy meeting, man. Yubi was dropping it too, man, talking about that CRA and, you know, really giving some real good input and feedback based upon experience, man. And so I just love it when, you know, community come out. I'm able to just sit among the people and hear from the people and really get, you know, their thoughts, man. It's just amazing.
Good morning, Mama.
I love that community engagement. We also getting ready to do 18th Avenue. So we got a date now. Just got to go by the location this weekend and make sure that it's going to be able to do what we need it to do. And we'll be able to let y'all know that, you know, the date and time and everything. But yeah, we're going to be 18th Avenue is up, man. We're going to do like what we did on Fusion 49th, how we started the business district over there. We're going to start a business district on 18th Avenue. Like, we organizing, man. Don't panic, y'all. Organize. That's the word of the day.
Say it again.
Don't panic. Organize. And like I said before, man, we're going to have to give up some of our free time if we want to be free. And so we're asking people to step in, man, step up and let's go. I mean, we gotta be about, you know, showing up and giving our time, our talent, and a little bit of our treasure as well, man, if we really want to see the change that we want to have in our community, because it's so much going on around us, man. I mean, y'all see it. You see it.
I see it.
You see it. And if we...
and it's good and bad, right?
Yeah.
And so, like...
Great and dreadful, they used to say. Yeah. 18th Avenue South. Carla B asked which are on 18th Avenue South. So we're looking at 37th Street to 16th Street is the area that we're looking to go. D7 speaks, baby. D7 speaks.
I'm finna say it's gonna be really hard to fill your shoes.
Don't try. Just don't try. Walk in your shoes.
Walk in your shoes.
Yeah.
Don't try to feel your.
And then you can put your feet in these steps that we making. But wear your shoes though. That's the thing. Keep your shoes on. And then when you see the footprints that's in front of you,
just follow
them. Yeah, that's what we trying to do.
I think you need to like put as you put it together, because you know how some people be like, "Oh, what's this? I ain't doing that. That's done." You know how some people is.
No, but you can't do that though.
People is like that. What you talking about?
No, people like that, but what we're doing, you can't do that because we're working with people who want to do it. And so example of Fusion 49th, like I came in and I found the people on the corridor who have a vested interest in the corridor and want to do it. And then we provide them with the support, the tools, the skills, the resources. It's going on. Like I don't have to, like if I never went to another Fusion 49th meeting, they still gonna go. Like that's the way we building this thing, man. It don't rely on no individual. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm really trying to practice what I was taught. You know, your first job is finding your replacement. You know what I'm saying? And so like going into these spaces, going into communities, saying, "Hey, man, this is what's happening. You with it?" And then if they like, "Yeah, I'm with it," and it's like, "How can I help?" Because everybody want to know, how can I help? What can I do?
Yeah,
we just giving them the play, and then we providing them with the tools and the resources and the skills. We having conversations, you know what I mean, and we developing relationships that these things gonna, it's gonna happen, man. And I ain't going nowhere by God's grace, especially now that I'm really thinking that 50 is the new 50. and I'm being intentional with how I'm eating and how I'm working and when I'm going to sleep, man. It's like I want to be here to see the product. You know what I mean? Like I want to be around to see the finished result. Like I don't want to, go and not see it. I don't want to be like Moses.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like I want to see the promised land.
I'm seeing so many people, like you said, health wise, like deteriorate.
You heard it.
Yeah.
Moses did all that work, caught all that hell.
I want to be like Moses.
And then
I want to see the promised land.
Well, I mean, think about it. He did all that work and then caught all that hell dealing with them knuckleheaded children. and one slip up and they was like, "Nah, you ain't gonna see it, dog." You know what I mean? So I'm trying to make sure that I'm on mission, I'm on script, and then when it's time to go in, I'm going in with the people, man.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so don't panic, y'all. Organize. Again, the world is changing right before our eyes, man. We got to choose how we engage, how we show up, how we participate, because that's going to be the determining factor, man. Either we're going to be a part of the change or it's going to change around us, but change is constant.
Change is inevitable.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody got an Amber Alert.
Amber Alert out of Broward County, man.
Kidnapping.
Yeah. Did y'all see that there's an Ebony Alert? California, I think. They did an Ebony Alert.
Yeah, I've been seeing it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of black kids that been coming up missing. So all over the internet. I've been seeing it all over the internet. On Twitter.
The Ebony Alerts?
Yeah, it's like they make the little graphic with the child or the young black person.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know.
When you say Amber Alert,
because Amber was a person.
Yeah.
So Amber was a person that got kidnapped and something bad happened or whatever happened. But the reason they came out with this Ebony Alert is because there's a lot of black missing people that don't make it to the Amber Alert. Right. Because a lot of times in these black missing cases, they don't call them missing until it's weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yep. They're more likely to be considered runaways.
Yes, and not taking things. So if it ain't taken, they ain't going to do the Amber.
Which is crazy. So when you think of... So I'm torn about this one too. Right?
What? Should we or should we not have an Ebony Alert?
I'm okay with the Ebony Alert. But then on the flip side, when you say Ebony Alert, people are going to ignore it, just like they ignore us not putting us in the Amber Alert.
So that's what we got to say. People who are the people?
But I'm in mix because like I say, I seen it. Yeah. So they have been coming.
Yeah, because I think they just like started. So
I've never gotten an Ebony Alert.
It don't go through your phone like that. It's just like social media posts, and it's just like bringing awareness to the missing.
And I think in California they might be using like the same system. I think it was like the state, like but like nationwide. It ain't like a nationwide thing.
But I'm with it. Like I mean, because the people, when I see Ebony Alert, I'm gonna go look at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I guess
that's right.
So no.
So but I just wanted to know that. What y'all hearing about these elections, man? You know, it's like a whole electoral cycle going on.
I'm hearing that if you want mail-in ballots, you have to re-sign up.
Okay.
And it's like every 2 years, every year, you have to re-sign up for your mail-in ballots.
Okay.
So go do it now.
Yeah. So we're gonna make sure our people are informed. We want you to make sure y'all go get registered.
Okay.
We're gonna have some candidate forms. We're gonna do it different. We're gonna have some candidate forms with soul.
Candidate forums with soul.
You like that?
Champagne campaign.
It's a champagne campaign, even non-alcoholic champagne. See what I'm saying? If you drink or you don't drink. Apple cider.
Yeah, campaign.
But yes, it will be a champagne campaign this year, and we will be.
Yeah.
We will be celebrating, but also we will be getting active.
Okay.
That's the point. Get active. See, now I can't hear myself. See, you with the message.
Yeah, no, that's good right there. Right there. Keep it right there. Keep it right there.
Man.
Keep it right there.
But okay, long story short, this election cycle is going to be so important because not only do we have presidential election, we also have state elections. We also have local elections.
Right.
Yep.
Plus, we have
That's your school
ballot
board.
ballot amendments.
It's gonna be a big
and I want to pause and just like double click on this for a minute. You talk about local elections, the school board races. Like, if you see what's happening with our school boards and how they've been attacking education, and like they haven't stopped this onslaught. Like, there's a group of people who saying we want to take control of the school board and start like flipping the table. Like, we don't want to teach Black history. They ain't saying that explicitly, but they saying that explicitly.
Yeah, you got to sign a release form. You got to sign a release form for your children to study Black history.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw where they had like a permission slip for somebody to talk about African American history in class.
I think when it really counts,
state,
and when the rubber really hit the road, we're gonna have to educate our own children.
Yeah, we done.
And this ain't
already there.
This ain't a knock at the political process. Mm-hmm. This ain't a knock at the school board.
Yeah.
But the reality is, if something has let you down for 50 years, and you keep running to it thinking that something has changed because a person has entered the room, or two people have left the room, you are insane.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, this system has a historic record that's clear. There's nothing has changed.
Yeah, it's not. They're not interested.
Don't blink your eyes
in teaching
different.
our children, like really teaching our children. Like Margaret, she talked about reading comprehension. It's like a lot of people learning how to read, but we're not learning how to comprehend what we're reading.
And the comprehension is the most important part of
Absolutely.
It's functional illiteracy.
That's what they call it.
And we have an epidemic of it within our community.
Yeah.
We have lower standard graduations.
Yep.
Right. And what
so in order to close the gaps, they just lowered the standard.
And the gap still ain't closed.
Right.
See, so they're giving people participation awards, and it still ain't closed.
Yeah.
And the reality is, our education and the education of our community is in our hands.
That's true.
We have to. There's no way in humanly hell we can go another year, another day, another month and think anything different.
That's right.
We have to educate our children. We have to take it back into our hands. So guess what? They don't got to teach no Black history in school. Why? Because we'll teach it at home.
That's right.
But you think that's what other cultures do as well.
Yeah.
Like when they come home, they give them, their history, and they show them their culture, and you learn all of that. And so we don't do that a lot of times.
I'm talking about raising the smartest Negroes ever, super Negroes.
I mean, there are some.
That's true. Margaret said Black people are the only minority group that doesn't have its own educational system within their communities. Mm-hmm. And I think we have. Yeah, I was going to flip it, but yeah,
we talk about.
We have educational systems. We just not teaching the right things,
and it's not organized.
Y'all ain't hear me.
I heard what you said.
Y'all ain't hear me. We got educational systems, but we just not teaching the right things.
But I won't even say that. I would just say we're not organized.
Yeah.
No.
I think
that's the theme for the day.
You did. I don't think you got what he was saying.
We got an education, but we ain't teaching the right thing.
We just not teaching the right thing.
But
we teaching them how to put their hands on their knees.
But I acknowledge it because it's true. But at the same time, we can't lessen our education and give theirs more, because even some of those things that we're teaching, people keeping their body in shape. People are physically fit.
And there you have it, folks. And with that, we're going to take a break.
This is somebody who didn't catch it but didn't want to be left out and had to flip it.
He said they're keeping their body in shape.
Wait. You just saw how somebody didn't catch it, y'all.
No, he caught it and just spiked it.
He didn't catch it until we gave him an example. But because he said he caught it, he had to keep going.
Just keep riding away.
And then he had to clear it all up and make it time. That's what you did. But on that note, we'll be back. Right?
And what we got our on the move with Mitchum Services after the break, y'all. So we're going to find out what's happening, what's going on in the community. We're going to continue to talk about these elections. I got the book of the day. We got some history that we're going to chat about. So yeah, don't go nowhere, man. Tag a friend. Tell them to tap in. Them boys and girls is up and on. And I'm finna go get some coffee. So y'all you don't want to miss this.
Yeah.
We'll be right back about 6 minutes after the hour.
Agape Souls Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's shoes, accessories, and much more. You can shop now and pay later, interest-free with Afterpay. Subscribe to our website and get huge savings on our latest products at agapesoulsboutique.com. For more information, call 727-379-1318. Come give your feet the royal treatment and check us out at Agape Souls Boutique today. Agape Souls Boutique.
The U.S. government are arguing before the British High Court that Julian Assange should be extradited to the United States, where he faces espionage charges and life in prison. 170.
Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund. Now I can hear myself.
Okay, and this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See that?
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because
Smart
is
the new
gangsta.
baby. If you don't know, now you know.
Y'all really have to be here sometimes off air, right?
Yeah. That's yeah. We got to do a live show. We got to take this show live and just let y'all watch this.
Sometimes.
Matter of fact, how about if we do it on the first Friday at Urban?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? I think
And just let it catch
Mitchum
keep rolling.
services.
Well, we do it at the first Friday at Urban, and y'all can catch us live and get some breakfast.
Yeah, and my mama always
coffee.
makes some cake. So
And
listen,
coffee.
the best cake in the city. I probably I'm gonna almost say the world.
Okay.
Almost like I'm not lying.
You better.
What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
Sweet sisters.
Right.
Like she gave away free pieces of cake at the Collard Green Festival, and people was chasing her down.
Yes.
Right? Even the cook from Adrian Miller. No.
Yeah. So on the line, we got Tamika Mitchum on the move with Mitchum Services. We getting some community updates and events. What's good?
Good morning, family. Good morning. How are you?
I'm real good.
Good. Shout out to Sweet Sister. I definitely had my brownie. It was so good. Thank you. So we got quite a, listen, we always have a lot of stuff going on.
We do.
So we're just going to jump.
We do.
Jump right into it. So today we have a job fair at Tropicana Field today from 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Go out there, take your resumes, get ready. They are gearing up for Raise and Rowdy season. So don't sleep. If you need a job, go get one.
Yep.
Also
Mr. Edmund, Mr. Edmund can barely contain himself over here, but go ahead. Go ahead. Anytime you say
I got a joke, and it's not it is not
okay.
appropriate.
It's
Okay.
off color. Off color.
Yes, it's not appropriate.
All right, what else we got?
We got St. Pete Youth Farm Mini Garden Workshop happening today. So
Right
they're
on,
teaching
right
us
on. Shout out to Carla
how to
P.
plant our mini, exactly, how to take care of the garden and how to take it home and grow our own food. So get into that.
Okay.
It's happening today at 6:00.
Okay.
We have also the Black Art Film Festival kickoff on Thursday. It is a weekend full of events. So the kickoff is happening Thursday at the factory from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay.
Friday morning, they'll be at Urban for the art tour.
Yep.
Okay.
10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then that night, we'll be at the factory from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. for documentaries and indie shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday morning, they have a workshop for filmmakers at the factory from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. And the reason I'm loving that is because Mr. Edmond come in and he say the Black Art and Film Festival is happening this weekend. And we don't know when, we don't know where. So
that's all he gave y'all?
thank you, Mention Services.
Oh no, I had the whole thing.
Okay,
I just didn't have the time.
There it is. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Brother Jabbar, you know I got you.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Always. So on Saturday, y'all, we have so much happening on Saturday. So let's start off. We have the Pinellas African American Heritage Celebration that's happening at Pinewood Culture Park from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's free. All ages are welcome. They're going to have entertainment. They're going to have vendors. They have a kids area. It's going to be a great time. So great family time. Take your kids out and enjoy. Hopefully the weather's great. We also have Localtopia, one of the biggest festivals in the city at Williams Park, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our brother Jai has been responsible for curating an amazing lineup of performers and DJs, so we need to support him.
Right on.
We also have Planapalooza at the factory from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. So there's going to be games, entertainment, an art walk, and all the vegan food you can imagine at Planapalooza.
Oh, I want to go. Hopefully hungry vegans are there.
Hopefully. I don't know. We got to see because they were at the Comedy Festival.
And
they
I
did
missed
great.
it. I missed it.
And I love that you said Plantapalooza. That's what
Plantapalooza.
Right.
Yeah. On Saturday, we also have Black Art Film Festival. They're doing their feature film, music videos, web series. There's going to be a whole showcase at the factory from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Black is beautiful, baby.
It is. And on the 25th, that Sunday, let's turn up with the Black Art Film Festival at brunch, 31 Grand, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Shout out to Lou Stevens, man.
Yeah, he's doing his thing out there.
Yes.
And the Black Art Film Festival is also going to have features, indie shorts, and a whole awards presentation at the factory from 2:30 to 10:30 p.m. So get into the Black Art Film Festival.
Yeah, it sounds like a takeover.
They have an entire lineup for the city from Thursday through Sunday.
That's awesome.
For all you film lovers,
yeah,
people who've never experienced film festivals, people who always dreamed of being in movies, come on out. We got something for you.
I'm still waiting on my placement, but we'll talk about that later.
Come on now.
Next show Monday, up, so you make sure you in the building. Go ahead.
Next Monday we have. So again, I'm gonna talk about this every week. Pinellas County Urban League, their Small Business Academy. They have classes every Monday, free resources. Right now, we're doing the series with Dr. Nicole Ross, who's absolutely amazing. Nice. She will be talking about Monday. She'll be talking about us getting our certifications, like our minority business and women business certifications. Critical key new program with the city that they just rolled out. Also on the federal level, she'll be talking to us about that. So get into that, you guys. It's free. She's amazing. She has a partner, and they're just literally pouring into us every Monday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
I love it. I love it.
And then on next Tuesday, 27th, we have some of our very own leaders being recognized by U.S. Rep. Kathy Castor at Lakewood High School.
I saw that.
Yes. So shout out to Dr. Cynthia Johnson, Antonio Brown, Dr. Kanika Jelks, and Marcus Brooks.
Yeah,
will all be honored. So if we could show up and support them, that would be amazing.
That's what's up.
That's all I got for today, y'all.
Man, that was a lot, and I appreciate that you always load us up, man. We need to know what's going on, and Nashia, she said, that's some great stuff. You guys going to have to repost this, and we absolutely will, man, so that y'all can know what's happening, because that's what it's all about. Thank you so much for what you do, Tamika Mitchum, on the move with Mitchum Services, y'all.
Talk to y'all later.
All right, peace. That's what I'm talking about, man. Information, inspiration, motivation, and all of that stuff. You're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Jams. And just so that y'all know, man, the 99 Jams is a community-owned media resource, and we rely on support from listeners like you to keep the shows that you love on the air, keep the doors open, lights on, and to continue to put out quality programming in the Tampa Bay area. So if you would like to support the work that's happening and like to support the station in any way possible, please do so by going to 99jamstheberg.com and hit that donate button, man, and give us, a little contribution. And there's another way that you can contribute too, right, Kiana?
Oh, stars. I'm glad you
like in the sky or like on the Facebook.
But on Facebook. So if you've never received stars before on Facebook, the first 200 is free. We will appreciate if you give them to us because we told you about it, right? And then you appreciate it because, we appreciate y'all.
Appreciating us. That's right. That's right.
So go ahead, send the stars. If you have to buy, guess how much they cost?
How much they cost?
They're a penny.
A penny?
A penny.
You can't buy nothing but a penny?
None. And then
except
the more
for
stars.
Oh, I hear you.
And then the more you buy, guess what?
What?
The cheaper they are.
Oh, wow.
So buy them in bulk. Okay. And then just send them out as you like.
Yeah.
Like 20 here,
sprinkle
30
me,
here,
baby.
100 here. Yeah, just sprinkle me, man, throughout the day. We appreciate all of that. But yes, anything you could do, we appreciate it. This is community radio. If you want your business to be on here, let us know. Contact us. Contact Don J. And let's get some advertisement.
Yeah.
Out here. Yes. So
that's what it is, man. So today is the anniversary of the assassination of Malcolm X. And he passed away at 39 years, or not passed away, he was murdered at 39 years old. I think it's important for me to say that today because a lot of people don't realize he was a young man. We talk about young, and it was Martin Luther King, same age, 39 years old. Like, just imagine if they was like still here and able to rock and do their thing. And so we've heard, you hear the narrative about the assassination of Malcolm X, but a lot of times you don't hear this part of it. And so I just want to say this. I want to read this real quick so that we can talk about it in a different way. I also want to give a shout out to our brother Dimitri Muhammad, researchminister.com. He did a wonderful book called But Didn't You Kill Malcolm? That's the question. And he's myth busting the propaganda against the Nation of Islam. Because for years they had this narrative that the Nation of Islam killed Malcolm X. He's busting up all of those myths. And this was actually a few years ago when this book came out. But I just want to remind y'all that New York City has agreed to a historic $26 million settlement to redress the decades-long injustice faced by Muhammad Aziz and Khalil Islam, both who were wrongfully convicted in the 1965 assassination of Malcolm X. Last November, their convictions were overturned due to profound miscarriages of justice, and the city's decision to compensate them marks a significant step towards acknowledging and rectifying the wrongs of these brothers. The convictions stem from the 1966 trial where the three men, including Aziz and Islam, were sentenced to life for Malcolm X murders. Both of them maintained their innocence, with Aziz being released in 1985 and Islam being released in 1987. Unfortunately, Islam passed away in 2009 before being able to receive his exoneration and getting his name cleared.
His family better get some of that money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The case gained renewed attention after a 2020 Netflix documentary, and I encourage y'all to watch it. So if you're interested in it, this can be something you can binge out on in honor and recognition of the assassination and really the life of Malcolm X. It's called Who Killed Malcolm X, and it's on Netflix. They posed new questions, and based upon that questions, they reopened the case. And when they reopened the case, they ended up exonerating those brothers fully. They ended up suing. And then after they sued them, they cleared their names as well. In addition to that, this is also the anniversary of a $100 million lawsuit that was filed by the family of Malcolm X. Ben Crump is working with the family on their anniversary last year of the assassination. They declared their intent to sue the FBI, the New York Police Department, the CIA as well for $100 million. And they're alleging in the lawsuit a cover-up of evidence related to his murder. And the move represents a bold step towards uncovering the truth behind the crime that has remained shrouded in mystery for over half a century.
So my first thought is, you know, definitely rest in power to Malik El Shabazz.
El Haj Malik Shabazz.
Malik El Shabazz, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Formerly known as Malcolm X, Detroit Red, all the other stuff you can think of. I think it is important because as we move into the future, that we have the correct history. We just was talking about this, how educating our community is going to be our responsibility, because they're going to tell you that it was the Nation of Islam. They're not going to tell you that the CIA, the FBI, the New York Police Department, they're not going to tell you that these people conspired to convict these brothers, to smirk the name of the Nation of Islam in the community, to cause that division. They had a program, COINTELPRO. They still got it going.
Yep. I'm glad you said that. They still got it going.
Yes, they had a program.
Yes, sir.
Division.
Mm-hmm.
And so really what we need to do is really, you know, just meditate on the life of Brother Malcolm.
Yeah.
And really think about, you know, what could have been, because the same thing happened to Martin Luther King.
Yep.
His family sued, they paying and bowing their head to killing him too. You get what I mean? And then you got the Haitian president got killed by a former informant. I mean, I go on.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to Gabe. I see you, Gabe. Chandra, what's good, man? And when was the first time you got acquainted with Malcolm X? Like, when did you hear the name Malcolm X and learn that story?
I think it was a little around the movie time.
Okay.
Spike Lee movie time.
Gotcha.
And I think it was an important movie because even though, you know, they got stuff wrong, it was left, it was right, it was up and it was down. But the reality is, you know, it definitely opened my eyes to who he was and made me do more research as I got older. But it's definitely was important to see that story.
That's
because they're not telling our stories. Big shouts out to the Bob Marley movie.
Okay, I want to know when you Malcolm X. When did you hear about Malcolm X?
I can't recall. Like, I think it was pretty young.
Your earliest Malcolm X memory. Yeah.
Pretty young, but I can't say like.
Yeah,
can't put your finger on it
because it's something like he's kind of like, for me, like MLK.
Yeah,
like I've always known. Like there's never been a time that I can think of
that you didn't know about them.
But I come from a household where my grandfather was like, you need to know.
They active.
Yeah, no, the time where I didn't know. Like, I knew about Dr. King and I knew about like Harriet Tubman. Like, they put them all in. You know how they give a like history. You know, and they put it in. And they just run it all together.
Right.
And I didn't realize it. I think I might have been in high school and I had to choose a book report. Me and Ken, not Ken Green, but Ken, we it was a project. And look, I was the one on the project that did all of the work and just showed it with him and was like, okay, this is your part. This is what you're going to read when it's time to deliver it. But yeah, I was in high school, man. And it changed my life. Like reading the autobiography of Malcolm X. Like,
in high school?
In high school, yeah. It was like 92. So I want to say that was like 10th grade, 11th grade.
So when you say that,
chosen.
Yeah.
No, but when you say that, like, back then, you got the basis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you didn't get like the substance and
you got
everything.
their version of it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so when
That's
I
true.
think about
you got the sanitized version. You didn't like, because you got to remember he was hated when he was alive and called all kind of things. But then they take him. You know how they do our leaders.
I really remember. So the Cosby Show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then A Different World.
Yep.
I was in elementary school when Different World came out, right?
Okay.
And I remember that. Yeah. What you looking like that for?
That was the 80s.
Yeah. And so I remember a scene in A Different World when they talked about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King in their conversation.
Okay.
That's probably one of my first.
Okay, gotcha.
And I was in elementary school, remembered how powerful that was. And they said, like, this was a conversation between them two that nobody would ever know.
Right.
And so, yeah, I remember that.
Okay, there it is, y'all. And movies about, biopics. Because I saw that they have Shirley Chisholm got a biopic. And then you mentioned One Love. Y'all seen One Love yet?
I haven't, but I want to.
You know, if you
I heard mixed reviews.
If you take your tickets from One Love to Taste of the Islands, not Taste of the Islands, Island Flavors.
Islands and Tings.
Island Flavors and Tings on 49th Street. Shout out to Fusion 49th. She says she's giving up some free meals for people who have seen the movie. Mixed reviews on One Love.
Well, you know, I'm going to tell you, if y'all Tuesdays is always $5 days.
Where?
At the movie theater. At the movie theater, yeah.
Oh yeah, it is, Miss Teresa. I see her posting that you can get in the movies for the fish.
Yes, you
get
can.
in for the
So,
fish
like,
on Tuesday.
if you don't really want to spend a lot of money, you
What's
want to still
good?
support Tuesday $5 days.
Michelle said, I learned as a young child in elementary age, thankful for my dad telling me the true story about Malcolm X. The schools give you watered down version. Absolutely. And they trying to like rewrite the whole thing now for real.
And this is the messed up thing. If we as a society sit back and just allow them to do this to our education system, it's not their fault.
Yeah.
It's our fault.
I hear you.
Because
we know
we know what these people are capable of. We know what their intentions are. We might not be clear on the intentions, but we know we have a clear track record of clear history.
You know what the outcome and the product of it is. Yeah.
Don't have what they call it. Don't have tunnel vision.
Yeah.
You gotta know, like the Sankofa bird. You gotta look back to go forward. So I think it's very important that we organize.
They're gonna be
education.
mad because you sit up here like you don't have to know that the poison is coming. But you know there's some poison in there.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because history tells you that, like, hey,
Yeah.
we done been putting a little bit in there, and maybe you might feel like you got superpowers at the beginning.
Right.
But then you'll see you start to deteriorate at the end.
I hear that.
You know,
I hear
because just keep your eyes open.
So speaking of poison, an accused drug dealer, James Poole, 33, has been arrested on first-degree murder charges in connection with 2 overdose deaths in Pinellas Park. The victims, and they put their names here, allegedly overdosed on fentanyl that was sold by this guy. So the Pinellas Park police, they initiated an investigation almost 2 years ago, or 2 years after the victims were found dead in an apartment in 2022. And the medical examiner confirmed the cause of death as a fentanyl overdose, and they're charging the dealer with first-degree murder. What y'all think about that? Should the dealer be charged with murder?
I know little homie, right?
I do too. That's why I paused.
I don't.
Yeah, I know little homie.
Yeah.
So
I know him quite well too.
So
you know,
it's not the first time that this has happened. And I think, everybody's innocent until proven guilty.
Right on.
But oftentimes when you see that mug shot, people assume that these people are guilty. There's a lot of stuff into this.
Right.
It's a 2-year-old case, and it's so much into it. I don't even want to try to unpack it.
right? Because I understand because I see where they like, yes, he should be charged with the murder of it. And you got to think some people don't know what's in what they're selling.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
All right. Now.
Hey, how y'all doing? I think that the brother should. I mean, it was the people's choice to do that.
Come on.
And if you're gonna charge him with something, then you need to charge the alcohol people for the DUIs that happen.
Right.
See that?
You don't charge them for that. So
Look.
why would you charge? No matter what, I ain't saying whether the brother was innocent or guilty. What I'm saying is these people made a choice, and just like you don't charge the alcohol people when they drank alcohol and are acting, you don't charge the alcohol. You charge the person behind them.
I want to say this: there is ways that they do charge, like bartenders for porn. And
No. I mean, they don't charge.
We're talking about the people who produce it and make it.
Oh no, this white supremacy. You'll be charging.
Right.
You'll be charging rich white people.
See, now we're talking about
They don't charge rich white people for a crime.
Mm-hmm.
Rich white people don't go to jail. You see why when Epstein went to jail, it was such a big thing.
Yeah.
Because rich white people don't go to jail.
Madoff when he went. Yeah.
It's a trap to entrap us.
Yeah.
Black men and women, and so y'all.
And you walk right into what I was saying, man. I just love vibing with you. You be like, we had a great time last night, man.
Yeah,
we had a ball last night at the Melrose Mercy neighborhood meeting. I appreciate you coming and just like being there with me, man. We got to do that more. But what
we will.
But what you said, and thank you for calling. And so that's what I really wanted to get after, like just because with this case, not the individuals per se in the case, but when you look at what the move is right now, like this is like a precedent setting type deal. And we need to be looking at this as a community saying, okay, if they do that to him, like it's about to be a whole lot.
It's more political than anything else.
Yeah. Pastor Oliver,
you look at it, like I'm glad you be kind of brung that right back in.
Yeah, that's why I was going. Again, y'all ain't let me get there. But
okay, well, you get there.
It's what's on your mind Wednesday. He stole my thunder.
But people do make choices, right?
Yeah.
And we always try to make them the victim for the choices that they make.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like doing drugs at this point, you know that once you get out there, you using the drugs, you know there's a possibility that you can overdose, you can do all this other stuff. You hear people begging and pleading their families not to do it, and they still do it, and they know the consequences for their actions.
Right. That's
you
right.
know? Yeah. And so it's like,
and like I said, the way that this system is set up, man, you know that, like, are they going to charge the people who died? Now, this is going to really be like this. I'm going to say it. The people who died as a result of these vaccines.
But see,
and they got this shot. Like, are you going to are you going to charge the nurse who gave them the shot with murder?
No.
Because they gave them something that killed them? No. Like, are you going to, like, there's documents that show that autism and mercury has been included in some of these vaccines. Are you going to charge the person who gave them the vaccine with murder?
No,
like come on, man.
No, you got some conservatives that do want to charge Fauci and you know the presidents and all them. Yeah. But like just to zero in on it, no.
Yeah.
This is the drug war in America has been a war on black people, brown people, and the fentanyl epidemic and all these other epidemics of drugs. The laws, like by far, are applied to black and brown people more than anything.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even
That's
though
the American way, man.
Even though, you know, the user pool or the user and dealer pool, you think is a bunch of hood dudes dealing in junk. That's what you think.
Yeah.
But the reality is this stuff is coming from the people who want it and the people who got it. And I just think it's sad. I hope everybody, you know, I hope homie, you know what I'm saying, get the best outcome for him.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? And I pray for the family of the people who passed.
Right on.
This fentanyl is crazy.
Yep.
Well, drugs, you know what? Drugs is crazy.
Yeah.
No, this fentanyl is crazy.
Oh, it is.
Drugs is crazy, but
fentanyl is crazier.
Is crazy.
But fentanyl is not taken over heroin. Because heroin was crazy at one point. It's been down for a long time. But heroin back in the days was the fentanyl.
But lean is heroin, right?
Yes.
Ain't that's what lean is?
Yes. It's liquid. Lean is liquid codeine. It's a heroin or a poppy plant derivative or something like that.
Right.
Hey, caller, introduce yourself.
Man, it's King Jab.
King Jab, what's good? Voice of the people.
Hey, man, I want to piggyback on what y'all saying. Very talented young man, too.
Yeah.
I went to this expungement event last night.
Right on.
And again, listening to these people talk, I was triggered to hear that they only will allow you to expunge one felony off your record.
Yep. I remember
which I stood up and I told him, I said, we are the war on drug is really perpetuated against the black man. So how would y'all have this law where you can only get one felony expunged when y'all give us selling possessions by the three?
And it's that's it. That's true. Even if you get one of them, that's two charges: sale and possession. So you got to choose which one you want. Do you want to expunge the sale or do you want to expunge the possession?
I need to lead the sales. I need to know I'm in the sales.
You need to know that you got transferable skills.
Need to know that I'm in the buying and selling.
I got transferable skills.
That's real.
No, I appreciate
and
that.
And I keep planting this seed about the legislation as far as
statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations, man. I keep saying this to these people because if there's a statute of limitations on the crime, and after a certain amount of time, you can't charge a person with that crime, after a person has been sentenced and completed their time, that same statute of limitations should apply on the back end.
That's right.
So that person shouldn't be looked at as a felon anymore after 10 years after they've served their time if that's the statute of limitations of the crime.
Because they can't even charge you with the. Yeah, I got it.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm with you.
And that's one of those things that we need to really put and codify as a part of our legislative agenda. So when we start talking about this electoral cycle, people going to be coming to your mom and them church and want to tell you what they're going to do for the people. Like, we need to be able to respond by saying, hey, here's something that we want you to work on when you get up there in Tallahassee, or what can we do, because they're going to be coming. So talk to these politicians and people when they come, man.
We gotta get organized, because if we can't sell bunnies no more in St. Pete, and
it was just organized. Yeah, that's true.
Polar.
Yeah,
and I want to talk about the underlying cause for a lot of this addiction.
Thank you, King Jab. I appreciate you calling.
A lot of this addiction and these sales and all that is economics.
Yeah,
right. And right now we have the biggest development in North America happening. And I think people need to pay attention because the future is dependent on it. And I hate to segue from one to another.
That's ready that we can move, man.
But the reason I bring up the economics of it is because of how the economics is structured in Pinellas and St. Petersburg.
Right.
A lot of times, the hustling is the opportunity people have in front of them.
Right.
And I always say this: people go to the first opportunity in front of them when they wake up.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Teresa, good morning.
They don't go too far. They wait for their opportunity, just like people don't go too far. They wait for their jobs.
Right.
So long story short is we have to focus on our economics. We have to be involved in this redevelopment plan. We have to be involved in what they call it, the beginning to end, the Rudy to the Tootie, y'all.
That's right.
And if you haven't been watching, the deal is progressing. And you have to be a part of it because this is going to be the economic driver of our community. So if we're not a part of it, if all the jobs are going to Waimama or Ruskin, then those communities are going to build up, and we going to have to leave.
Right on. Man, what's going on in the Congo?
War. They've been fighting. The Congo, a lot of people don't know, the Congo has been fighting for like a couple of years. What they call it, revolutions and coups. Coup d'etat? Is that what it?
Coup d'etat, yeah.
Yes. And so the whole
why you laughing? Crazy. Kind of crazy.
Because my mom be going other place. You said coup d'etat. I'm thinking coup d'etat.
This is not funny.
No, it's not funny, but I'm just telling you.
Yeah, just the reading comprehension. Like, look, that's that word association, right? A coup d'etat. So somebody put the definition of coup d'etat in the chat for us, please, so we can clear that word up so that people don't think we talking about Pootie-tang. No, go ahead, Mr. Evans. Tell me about what's happening in the Congo, man.
So if you go on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page, there was recently a protest of hundreds in Paris streets, right?
Okay.
Because it was actually on February 17th, headed toward the Rwanda embassy to denounce the African state's alleged complicity in the resource extraction and violence occurring in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo, the DRC.
Okay.
This is put in, and so what they're saying is that the leadership is being put there by Paris or by the foreign entities.
Like what we said with the going back to the COINTELPRO.
Yes.
But they doing it with like whole governments.
Yes, this COINTELPRO.
Like they infiltrated our organizations and put leadership and people in our organizations to cause problems.
Yes.
But what they're doing is they putting people in the heads of countries.
And the people are standing up. So I had to figure this out because I didn't understand what the wars was about. I didn't understand because if you know, the Democratic Republic of Congo is kind of like up there, like towards the mid-range of Africa.
I was paying attention in geography.
Well, you know what? So remember, the professor was talking about this.
Yes, yeah. Not the professor Donnie.
Intellectual gangster.
Yeah,
right
he
on.
really was. He was coming in, giving us education about this, and was just saying how they're refusing to feed them. The people from Paris and France.
So France is colonized.
Yeah. They're bucking the colonizers.
Yeah. Right.
I honestly was gonna go to the south of France, right? But when I heard what they doing, I couldn't book the flight.
Yeah.
Like I was really gonna just take off.
Okay.
And go.
Take a trip. Yeah.
Yep. And I couldn't.
Yeah.
After I found out like what France and what these people doing, I ain't finna go to y'all pissy streets and and act like I'm somewhere.
Come on.
You get what I'm saying? I had to have a realization in my mind. I'm finna go to these pissy stank streets, dirty roads, and dirty infrastructure,
crooked buildings,
and act like I'm somewhere.
Yeah.
But long story short, Paris, the people are raising up against the colonized, and so now they're fighting.
Yeah.
And so it's all the way to like Sudan. So it's going.
I've been hearing that. Yeah.
So it's sweeping across the continent.
Yeah.
Right. And what they're attempting to do, and it's crazy because it's warlords. It's so many different fractions. So you don't know whose side, the right side. But the reality is, you have organizations. You have like the head of Blackwater is this military organization. This man is on TV right now talking about recolonizing Africa.
Wow.
Because of this stuff going on, because the African communities and the African people are standing up against the colonized, organized government.
Yeah. So they're saying we need to tighten up and like recolonize and get them. That's crazy.
We need to save them again.
Yeah.
Saved them last time. We need to save them again.
Right. And we don't need to be saved. But what they are doing.
Thank you for bringing that up, though, man. That's like important because what's going on in the world, man. You know, I remember growing up in the church. They say, "Watch what you see going on afar, because it'll soon be at your door."
But what happening? Because I spoke with a couple of people over in Africa, right? They want like Black Americans to come over there. They rather give us
that whole they don't like Black people thing is a lie that they told us to make us not want to get with them.
That's part of COINTELPRO.
Thank you. I knew you was.
But they rather for us to come over and they'll give us. They rather give us and let us make money and do something with it than for them to take it.
And we need to get Rodney Bennett to call in here, man. Rodney, he over there in Ghana. We got some people in Africa that can tell us like what's
and I got some people.
We'll phone a friend.
A couple of friends.
I'm gonna reach out to Rodney and see if he can, if he can chime in and really talk to us about what's happening over there, man.
And I want to add this final part that is a complete blackout of the Sudan. You can hashtag Sudan blackout, and like there hasn't been communications or because the warlords or whoever have hit the cell towers. They have hit the communication of the country.
Wow.
And so a lot of people don't know in Africa, they don't really have a lot of cash. The cash ain't worth nothing. Their money is on their phones.
Okay.
So they transact through bleep bleep with each other.
Yeah.
Bleep bleep. So
like real deal in the future.
So when the communication go down, it's so much worse for them because their main source of doing business with each other is digital
technology. Yeah.
It's digital.
Yeah.
And see, people think them people in the countries and backwoods. No, them people is like 10 steps ahead of us, kind of.
That's right.
But we got to realize that, check out Sudan Blackout. It's a hashtag.
Right on.
And they'll give you some information and more information on what's going on in the Sudan in the African region.
This TikTok thing. You saying something about TikTok and there's a series on TikTok.
It is who's up.
Yeah, WTF, right?
I married, right? This Black lady has took it over, right? I haven't watched it. So it's so funny. My friend told me about it. She said, I'm hooked. Boom.
I saw that. Like I saw a post. Shout out to Madam President. She posted on her personal page that she was watching this WTF, Did I Marry? On TikTok, and I saw it. Matter of fact, I saw it this morning.
So it's like
I didn't know that was happening.
Yeah, so it's 50 series.
And I thought it was on Tubi or something, but they said it's on TikTok.
No, it's on TikTok. So she had it's 50 TikToks, right?
Mm.
So once it's people been watching it. I go get my lashes done. My lash tech is talking about it, right?
Okay.
That's what she listening to while she doing my lashes.
Is this TikTok series?
Yeah, and it's like all the red flags. So what I'm getting from it is the lady, she met somebody during COVID. There was a lot of red flags, but he was able to blame a lot of stuff that he was happening on COVID.
Okay.
Like he was lying about deaths in his family, money. Like it was a whole, like she's divorced now, but it was a lot of
So she actually married the guy?
Oh, she married him.
Okay, wow.
See what red flag? He didn't have a car. That ain't a red flag.
The man was on the bus. That's a red flag?
No, but I think he was supposed to buy her a car.
Okay.
And they were going to all these car dealerships. And he told her to be home at a certain time because the car was going to be delivered. And the car was never there.
So here's the question. Let's talk about this, right? I haven't seen the series.
Me neither.
I don't know what the situation is. But I know I grew up in a house full of women. Like, you know, for the most part. My dad was there too.
It's just y'all.
Women be knowing.
But no.
They be knowing. Come on, you can't tell me you didn't know.
Wait, hold on.
But I'm finna say,
You just ignored.
She
knew.
But that's what she
knew.
She
knew, but she was. She talked herself into like.
No, that's what this
that's
whole.
Red flag,
come on, man.
That's what she's saying throughout.
Okay, see, that's why I say I ain't seen the series. But she kept going. She kept listening. She kept making justifications. Oh no, he probably just. She knew.
You know how it be when you be new in love and you really liking somebody. You know what I'm saying? You figuring them for the best. And y'all
how old is this woman?
I don't know.
See, that's why we got to have it stringed up so I can string it up.
Okay, yeah.
So but this is, put it here,
I'm gonna take a look, but I ain't gonna watch all 50.
But they say it's addicting. Like people watch, but people ignore the signs, right?
Yeah, and we all do.
We all do. This is just.
That's why they say ignorance is bliss.
People want to believe that people are good, right? People want to believe that, like,
I'm one of them. I'm people,
right? And so, like, I'm a true believer. You know who you end up marrying.
People want somebody to believe in.
Yeah, of course. This is why we fall. This is why we believe in all the Cat Williams, everything they say, because we want it, and then we want to shoot down somebody else who's successful.
What?
No, you do.
You can't do that.
But she's right. Though,
you want.
You want to poke holes in the success of somebody else.
It's voyeurism, right?
Okay.
We love to see people fall. You want to see how? You've seen the lifestyles of the rich and famous, not rich and famous, but what that show when people be walking on ice and slip and fall, everybody laugh.
America's Funniest or something like that.
That's what you be talking about. Women like to be lied to. You know what? Men do too.
All like to be lied to. Tell me the sweet lies, sweet little lies. Please talk like a raw way. Sweet little lies. I love your sweet little lies.
That's Baby Boy. I lied to you because I love you. If I didn't love you, I'd tell you the truth.
Baby Boy was such a classic. Wow. So many levels.
Do we ever ask Kiana?
We do.
Okay.
All right. So Ask Kiana. And again, y'all, the Ask Kiana is being brought to you by the One Community Grocery Co-op. You can find out about the co-op by visiting ocgc.coop, or you can attend any upcoming event to learn more about how we can be a part of creating a healthier future. All right, dear Kiana, I trust this letter finds you in good spirits. Lately, my partner and I have been discussing a significant step in our relationship, the idea of sharing a joint bank account. It's a decision loaded with implications, from symbolizing trust and commitment to potentially opening up the door for conflicts. It seems like a logical progression in our journey together. However, my reservations stem from the fear of potential financial conflicts that will impact our relationship. Money matters can be delicate, and I worry that merging our finances might strain our otherwise harmonious connection. Your insights on navigating the complexities of sharing finances and shared joint accounts would be appreciated.
And one, you said partner. So I need to identify, are y'all married? Are y'all still dating? Because I think that matters.
Okay.
To me. Now, I'm okay with the joint.
The way you label or define the relationship?
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess label however you want, because some people don't believe in marriage.
So if it was a boyfriend, or that would be different from partner?
But they say partner.
Significant other?
All of that's it, but like this
is it's not my wife or my husband.
But it could be, because some people still say, that's why I'm like, define what your partner is.
Okay, got it.
You know what I mean? Because you could say my partner, and that's your husband or your wife. That could be my partner, and that's just my boyfriend or my girlfriend.
Okay.
You know,
I hear it.
So be careful of y'all boyfriend and girlfriends, because that's just me.
Okay.
When you're looking at it, but if you're gonna join your finances, is definitely y'all need to have a clear understanding on how this is gonna go, and there has to be really detailed conversations on this, but also keep your own bank account too.
Okay.
Like, I wouldn't merge everything together and not have your own separate. Like, I'm okay with 3 bank accounts. The one that's together, his and hers. So
you have the joint account. I've heard this as a model.
Mm-hmm.
So you use the joint account, and then you have his account, and then her account.
Right.
That's the 3, right?
Right.
So you have the joint, and then each one of them still have their own separate accounts.
And then y'all decide how much is going in that joint account.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and
when
then,
is the right time to do that? Like at what? I mean, just generally.
Yeah,
like,
I can't tell you. Like whenever
not just like, you know, just kind of like if you were saying you talking to, you know, one of somebody who you love, and they say, okay, when is the right time for us to merge accounts? Like, how do you respond to that question? When is the right time?
When are y'all sharing bills together?
Okay.
Like once y'all start sharing bills together, then that's definitely a conversation that should be had. Like if y'all both are contributing to a household, y'all got y'all car insurance together, cell phone bill together, and all this other stuff, then this is a conversation about finances for real, because now what you make and what your partner makes does determine on how y'all can operate and what y'all are doing at this point. You're not just a single individual making sure that yourself is good.
Right.
It's a y'all thing.
I hear that. No,
So,
that is a topic, man. Just because knowing that, you know, a lot of the problems in relationships are a lot of times related to money. Yeah,
because everybody's not good with money, right? And then money is. People like to, unfortunately, pretend like they have more money than they do.
People pretend like they got more than they do.
They balling out of control till you look in their bank account is -0, right?
That's usually poor people though.
Listen, my thing, when poor people don't got bank accounts, they use
Scott and
Cash App and other quick. That's why these products were created for the unbankable or the hard bank. But what I was going to say is, knowing the best times if you have a joint bank account.
Tell me
when you got joint money. See, if you ain't got joint money, you don't need no joint bank account. Married, single, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because
what's joint money?
Well, if I put 1,000 in, you put 1,000 in. You put 100 in.
See, I thought joint money was like money you making together. That's where I thought you was going.
You got to at least match the swag.
I don't necessarily agree with that either. So, and let me tell you why. It's because everybody's not like you and your partner may not make the same money at the same time. And like if you make $100,000 and I make
30,
and we got a joint bank account.
We got a joint bank account, and we're splitting it in. You're gonna have way more money than me
in our joint account.
No,
in because you got 3 accounts. So you saying the joint account is like, okay, if we agree that it's 1,000 a piece, like that 1,000 coming out of my 30 versus that 1,000 coming out of your, 100.
Right.
And so now I'm 29 and you know, whatever that number is. But is that a problem?
So for me, when you're looking
at pocket watching?
So like if you're making, so I say if you're making like 70,000 more than me, right? You pay 70%, I put 30% in. Right, like just do the math. 100%. And let me tell you why. Is because then we're all still equal. My 30% equals your 70% because I'm only making 30,000 and you're making 100.
So long as when we break it down and we split and you get 30,
it's the percentage of the income, not a dollar amount. Is what you're saying?
You don't go 50%.
But because if you go 50%, I got 30. You're taking 15,000 of my 30, and you're getting 50,000.
That 50-50 ain't really 50-50.
Don't worry about what I'm doing. See,
but see, that's not partnership.
It is.
No, that's if you're saying don't worry about what I'm doing, then you don't care about your partner.
No,
that is because
in that case, we only got one bank account. So let's stop playing. Ain't no 3 bank accounts. We all in if you talking like that. But if we're not all in and there's 3 different bank accounts, you don't even know what's in my other bank account.
But what I'm saying
if we partners like that, if we're partners like that, it needs to be one account.
No,
everybody go in, and what come out.
But if I got my own account, you shouldn't worry about what's in my account. I kind of hear that a little bit.
But what happens is so if we want, so I mean, you could, I believe the 2 people defined it, right?
Yeah, that's established. They will date them.
Do whatever you want to do, but if you want a health, so I
what
got 30,000, right? And I'm giving you 15, and all I got is 15. You want a good gift? I can't get it for you because this 15 right here don't move.
It took me out. Yeah.
It don't move.
that 15 took me out.
It don't move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, no. Listen, but if you
15 need to be there, my 15 need to be there. Your
15, no, but what I'm saying is but this is how you build financial wealth. Is that you're paying. Instead of me giving you 50%, I'm giving you 30% because that 30% equals to your savings.
How about if we just put $1,000 a week in there?
All I make is $1,000 every 2 weeks, and you're making $2,000 every week.
So let's go back
put
to
$1,000 a month.
No,
how about that?
No, so
our bills not getting paid.
That's a problem.
Let me kind of bring this back a little bit.
Yeah.
And I hear you loud and clear, right? And I also, and he introduced a perspective like, that's interesting. But what Kiana is saying is, when you do, and you get this, when you do a percentage of your income, it's more equitable. But if you're doing a dollar amount, it's going to be inequitable. And what you're saying is, if you concerned that I'm making more, or I got more in my account, then that shouldn't be a concern. If we set it up, if we set this structure up where I'm going to have mine, you're going to have yours, then you shouldn't be worried about what's in mine, and I shouldn't be worried about what's in yours. But what you're saying is, if you over here struggling, then you should be concerned because you don't want your partner to struggle. You don't want
your partner. So yeah.
Am I hearing that right?
Because at the end of the day, your separate accounts is like y'all cubby holes, right? Right, like this is your extra money, like whatever the case may be. But if you say $1,000 a month, $1,000 every paycheck that comes in, and all I make
is $1,000.
It's all I make, and then you're making $2,000.
Well, I'm finna be miserable.
But listen,
I'm finna be miserable. I'm finna be miserable because like it took all I had to keep up with your match.
But listen, it takes discipline to have something in the future. And sometimes in discipline, you do give uneven portions. So let's stop playing like everything even and we percentages.
But I'm giving all.
But listen, all I'm saying is sometimes some people give their all. That's all I'm saying. You see what you're trying to carve out.
What she's doing is she's trying to create an ideal scene. There's the ideal scene would be where you have balance and you have equitable contributions.
Right. And you're saying like forget your east and stuff.
And if you have a dollar amount, that dollar amount.
I'm saying we're sacrificing for
I'm sacrificing for the future. You're not.
My money going in the bank too.
But what she's saying is if you making 10 times more and you're matching her at the same level,
first I want to say this. First I want to say this. Women make more than men. Black women make more than men tremendously. Hold on.
I didn't put a name on it.
I think the coffee has kicked in.
But listen, this is why I'm saying this, right? This is why I'm saying this. Because oftentimes it's the woman that's making the most money.
Okay.
And it's the man that's giving. And so if we have a bank account in the middle and it's $1,000 a week, of course I'm gonna sacrifice because I'm planning for the future, even though I only make $1,200, $1,500. You get what I'm saying? If we really in it together, we need to put that $1,000 so we can have $100,000 at the end of the year.
Okay.
But
you get what I'm saying? Versus, oh no, I can't put but $500 so I have some money. No, we together and the money there too. Yeah, here go my stack.
Okay.
Here go my $1,000, and then at the end of
that's your perspective.
Weeks,
that's
we got
your
120, 140, whatever $1,000.
The last thing anybody hate to do, all jokes aside, is to go ask somebody to buy their personals.
Yeah.
And you go to work every week. The last thing you want to do,
you want to have some money to do something.
The last thing you want to do is to ask permission to get a haircut, because But the last thing you want to do as an adult,
when you a partner,
I think she on to something, because that's when you start getting into those conflicts about money.
This is why I'm trying to tell you, when you look at it, you do the percentage where it's even, and so like we're both happy. Like, okay, I know you only make 30. I know you can't afford 1,000, but you can afford 500 of this right here, and I can afford 1,000. We still saving.
Yeah.
So
we still putting it in the pocket.
Okay, then.
We got 3 minutes just so that y'all know.
Dang. See why you started this? We didn't even get to the point.
I didn't start it. This ask Kiana.
Because listen, this is what I'm gonna say. Because sacrifice sometimes calls for that, and I hear you. Why would I have to go without? Why would I have to ask for something?
Yeah.
Because if I'm sacrificing, right? If we're making a sacrifice to get somewhere, guess what? Next year I ain't gonna be like this because we're gonna have a honey bun to deal with.
And so
the year after that, we ain't gonna deal with that.
I guess it determines on what the purpose and the objective is and what you're building towards and what you're willing to do. But again, as Kiana said, the two people in the relationship define the relationship. And so, good luck to y'all and whoever wrote the letter. I hope you were able to get something from what was shared on the Ask Kiana segment.
No, Jabbar.
I hope you ain't lost. I hope you ain't lost forever.
Confused about the coins. All right, last thing I want. No, Jabbar. Here's the comment. I can't see it. It just went out. But I'm gonna leave it up there for those who can see it and read it. But I just can't see it right now. Final thoughts, y'all.
Okay, final thought. Don't give that girl all your money.
Said the guy who said give her all the money to make a sacrifice.
Right. Because honestly,
now he said make a sacrifice, but don't give that girl all your money. Okay then.
But she can give you all hers. All right.
We taking all these other money, man. Hey, great show, man. See y'all Friday. This is gonna be even better.
Yeah, it's gonna be live Friday. It's Freestyle Friday. We're gonna have a fiesta, man. Make sure that y'all tune in. Fiesta Friday. Make sure that you also go to the moshowlive.com. We broadcasting on the moshowlive.com.
Live from Atlanta.
Yeah, man, all the way up. And so, it's more that needs to be done and needs to be said, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm happy to be in the building with y'all.
Yes. Be the change you want to be a C. Stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
Make you lose your shoes and shut all around the house. I'm laughing because Miss Teresa say, bye, y'all. Shaking my head. I love y'all, man. Y'all take care, believe and do good. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother, John.
This is Kiana.
I'm the one and only Mr. Ed.
And we out, y'all.